Good morning, students. Today we are going to read the second lecture of the topic trade unions in the subject of economics O levels. And our today's topic is single union agreements. So, single union agreement is actually a arrangement in which firms as an employer deals with only one trade union and with no others. So this is an arrangement between the employers and the employees in which a firm as an employer deals with only one trade union and with no others. So as an employer, the firm tells to the workers that we are going to deal with that union because that is the bigger one, that is the biggest one out of all the unions. So put your ideas or views to the trade union and we are going to deal with them. So we are going to read the lecture now. Single union agreements. A single union agreement is when a firm will deal with only one particular trade union and no others. Advantages to employees of a single union agreement. So these are the advantages for the employees. Number one, there is only one union to negotiate with management. Discussions are clearer. So definitely when more persons will discuss the same thing, there will be confusion. When one union will negotiate with the employers, things will be more clearer. So this is the first advantage to the employees. Number two, most employees are in one union and not spread across several unions and therefore have greater power because more the membership of the trade union, more the negotiating part that union will have. So this is the second advantage to the employees. Number three, there are no disagreements between different unions. So definitely when more than one unions will discuss the same thing, there will create some kind of the disagreements or confusion between the unions. So when there is one union, things will be more clear. So there are no disagreements between different unions. Next, a better working relationships should develop between the management and the union. And next is disputes are probably solved more quickly as only one union is involved in negotiations. So these are the advantages of single union agreements to the employees. Now we are going to read the advantages to the employers of a single union agreement. So the first advantage to the employers is there is only one union to negotiate with management. Discussions are more clear. So this is the advantage for the employees as well as for the employers because one-to-one negotiation is there. So things will be more clear. A better working relationship should develop between the management and the union because as an employer, the firm has to deal with only one union. So there will be more friendly relations. So when you are dealing with different persons, different unions on the same topic, normally relationships deteriorate or gets worse. Disputes are probably solved more quickly as only one union is involved in negotiation. So this is the same advantage for the employees and for the employers. It is easier to agree changes to the working conditions and less time is wasted in arguments because one-to-one negotiation is there. A better relationship between the management and the employees means fewer industrial disputes, which is better for both employees and the employers. So these are the advantages for the employers. Next, negotiation is another name for collective bargaining. So collective bargaining has an other name that is called negotiation. It is when there is joint decision making involving bargaining between representatives of the management and of the workforce within the firm. The aim is to arrive at a mutually acceptable agreement. So this is called negotiation. Collective bargaining is negotiations between one or more trade unions and one or more employers or employers association on pay and conditions of the employment. A productivity agreement is where workers and management agree on increase in benefits in return for an increase in the productivity. So this is very important term. A productivity agreement is actually a term which is used when an agreement is done between the employers and the employees that employees will produce more, and in return employers will give them more benefits, maybe in the term or in the form of the wages or in the forms of the bonuses, etc. Consultation. This is where employees' views are asked for when a decision that will affect them is going to be made. They simply ask for their views and may or may not take these into account in making the decisions. So, consultation is they simply ask, employees are simply asked for their views and they may or may not take these into account in making the decision. So this is called consultation. Consultation is different from negotiation. So consultation is ask the employees to give their views on anything, and negotiation is actually the bargaining between the employees and employers. So remember, this is the difference. So this topic is again very important. This lecture is important. Read this lecture again, understand it, learn it, make your notes and ready for the exams. Thank you so much.